to Tourism News Africa. I'm your host, JC Morris, and today we'll be going into the African continent. And within the African continent, water obviously, we'll be talking about setting sail on the African continent, on the waterways, the routes, and everything like that. And today, joining me are my little two hosts. I don't know how to describe them, but they're not that bad people. So today I have my two co-hosts, Voyo and Zell. Hi guys, how are you today?
Good man, how are you doing?
Fabulous, always good, my boys and girls.
Great. Excited to be on this podcast because,
Your intros are so long. Can I just say, from the person being behind the camera and only seeing him now and being in front here. But anyways, love it.
I build up, I must say, I watch good movies and I get the culture, I have to build up. You can't just go conclusion. Anyways, that's me. But anyways, guys, we're going to do something different. So, the travel enthusiasts, the water enthusiasts, the wildlife enthusiasts.
Yeah.
We're going to bring their attention. And now, we're going talking about the waterways. Obviously, you know what waterways are, right?
Yeah.
Rivers, streams, tunnel streams, I'm joking.
The ocean.
The ocean, coastal areas, and most, but also the rivers that go through Africa. So obviously we know some names that come to mind, but I won't say, we'll talk about it. Obviously, if you guys know what it is, comment below before we answer. But anyways, we're talking about the water routes, or cruise routes that go through Africa and what you're going to experience. Mm-hmm. So, guys, let me see before I go talk about it. Do you have anything to discuss or anything to bring it up?
I think this is an interesting topic that we're looking at, basically sailing through Africa and discovering, the best cruises that, our audience and people watching can do in, especially building up to, anytime, honestly, whether it be festive season, throughout the year. The African continent has so much to offer actually when it comes to sailing and cruising around, because luckily with us, when you look around the southern hemisphere, we've got more of your Atlantic and your, what's the other one I'm forgetting? The different types of oceans. And your Indian Oceans. Yes, thanks, Lizelle. So we've got such great, coastal lines, if I can say, specifically in the southern hemisphere, but generally as the continent of Africa, there's just, it's so cool, honestly. Sure. Yeah.
All the places and the sites also that you get to explore when you go on this journey, it's really good, other than flying in an airplane, you can actually explore Africa through sailing.
Yeah. Cool.
So things like you can add to your wish list basically, because obviously with Africa we have a pile, like a long list of things to do in Africa.
Yeah.
So obviously for me, it's always go to the Zambezi, if you know the Zambezi River.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, it's, I think if I'm not mistaken, the Zambezi River is in Zimbabwe. So obviously you go down to this lovely river with a boat. And sometimes, I don't know if you've seen those videos where people on the boat and sometimes the boat is chased by hippos.
Yes.
That is the Zambezi River. So, don't obviously go swimming there. But also be chased by an animal that's close to 500 kgs that can run at 45 kilometers an hour. I don't recommend it, but it's fun to be chased by them on the boat. You saw the guy to go a bit faster than him.
Just stay in the boat.
As long as the boat's faster than the hippo, you are fine.
You are fine.
But yeah, obviously that can also go to where you can see elephants come drink water. It's called the Mana pools.
Mana pools?
Yeah, M-A-N-A pools.
Where's that?
Also, basically in Zambezi. It's in Zimbabwe as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's basically a river, stream within pools, different water spot. Elephants go and drink, and then you just carry down the river, down the Zambezi River.
Yeah.
And then it's quite nice. You get to see hippos and elephants. Two big animals. Don't keep your distance, respect obviously. But highly recommend, something I would love to do.
I would like to go on the Nile River cruise. It goes on stops on these ancient landmarks, ancient Egyptian landmarks, such as the pyramids of Giza and the Sphinx, and I think that's actually very cool because I would love to experience one of the pyramids of Giza. Everyone talks about it, you only know about it when you do tourism, but experiencing it is something different. And I have friends of mine that actually experience it, and I just sit there behind social media. I'm like, oh, someone else be you. But also they are amazing. I've heard that when you go on the cruise, you get to experience breathtaking views of the river banks. As Instagram people,
Yeah.
vlogging people.
Gotta get the gram, obviously.
True.
Do it for a gram.
Yeah.
And also some of the boats, they offer spa services, they have like luxury accommodation, you know, like nice things in life, homemade dining. And yeah, also they go on excursions, like some of them offer excursions where you can experience like villages or markets, so you get to live in, you know, the kind of people that you get to experience when you're on the cruise.
Cultures that you'll experience and explore.
Exactly.
As well.
I think a cruise is nothing, guys, if you don't get to experience the culture or the place that you're going to. Because why are you there? You might as well just go on a boat.
Yes, in your own country.
Exactly my point. Like you need to. It's very important.
And that's the interesting thing with like traveling, right? Irrespective of whether it's doing cruise lines or anything else, but you want something that's uniquely different that you can't get from, you know, at home in your own country. So going to places like what you're talking about now on these cruises, you want to, for example, possibly stop around like the Egyptian pyramids and maybe learn about the history that they have to offer, and then come back being more inspired and informed about your travels.
Also, it's another experience that you get to tick off your bucket list, because I mean, you only live once, guys. You need to go out, you need to experience things, and everyone dreams about experiencing things like this. So going out there and actually doing it, you know, it's something that you're always going to remember, and it gives you a positive outlook at life. Like, I can do this, I can do anything else, you know, might as well move abroad.
And just do it yourself,
As well as stay at home, you know, or work there or something.
True. No, it's such a great thing to just experience that and learn, like I'm saying, you know, history. It's so cool.
Yeah, especially history. Obviously, the pyramids are over 2,000 years old.
Exactly.
That's the stuff. You know, the top of the pyramid used to be of gold, like the pointy part.
Like the peak.
Yeah, used to be gold. But obviously,
in history.
Yes, I think there was something about it.
Yes, even with the pictures that you see, it has this gold thing.
Yeah, that's how they used to look like back in the days.
Yeah.
So you say back in the days, meaning that now, I think due to all like weather decay and all that jazz, basically.
Yeah, so over decay, it's fallen apart. It's obviously not how it used to be.
Yeah.
But you obviously get the idea how it is, how it was. But now, I don't know. History for me is always crazy. You always see like the old, ancient art, like what's the word I'm looking for? The ancient buildings. It's not that there's the correct word for it.
Historian or historic something. I don't know.
Historical thing, something that obviously those.
Yeah.
So as you probably mentioned, you say cruises, right?
Yes.
So not a little combination. You also mentioned luxury, right? So obviously, what first thing came to mind was, I don't know if you guys heard of this cruise line, but the MSC.
Yeah.
Definitely, and that's it's one thing that I wanted to speak on as well, especially when you look at the southern hemisphere, right?
Yeah.
Where what we have in the Durban coastal lines as well is the MSC cruise ship.
I understand.
And those guys have like a lot of different themed cruise adventures that you can experience. All the way from the likes of literally like I was saying earlier, the Atlantic and the Indian Ocean. So correct me if I'm wrong, if it's basically from the left hand side coming from the top from is it Namibia, coming down that way. Yes, you know, passing us by Cape Town, you know, the Durban coastline going up that way. It's beautiful, honestly. And each sort of like not even during the different quarters, but they've got different cruise experiences that you can do. You and I were talking about it like sometime this year, that one of them that's happening in the 2025 year is the Musica one.
This is the biggest one that they always host, because everyone goes for Musica because they have people like, you know, Mikasa performing live on the cruise.
Dude, it's a festive, it's a vibe.
It's nice. It's nice. And they go to Mozambique, if I'm not mistaken. Actually go.
It's such a cool thing because even as they travel, right? For example, on our shorelines here in South Africa, the Durban coastal shorelines, it's so nice because you get to basically see the Golden Mile, which is basically our beaches in Durban, and it is such a beautiful, breathtaking, scenic view to actually see because of our like beautiful golden beaches as well. So, and I mean, come on, our Durban beaches, it's warm compared to Cape Town.
You know, you can literally go there in winter and it will not feel like winter.
Yes.
Unless you want to go to get cold.
Yes.
You go to Durban.
Compared to Cape Town,
the only place that's like warm during winter. A lot of people go there in winter actually. Because in summer it's very hot. But in winter it's like...
But the MSC is such a great thing because it offers so many different packages that different people can go through as well.
Yeah.
I mean, just looking at the best from Durban Cruises that I can read out is there's South African cruises from basically for 3 nights. So you're sailing through all the way from Durban, going all the way to Mozambique. They also have, these are all centered around South Africa in particular. Then you've got different 12-night packages where it's from South Africa, Mauritius, and Mozambique as well, and 4 nights as well. So there's different packages that the MSC Cruise offers when it comes to sailing, you know, around the southern hemisphere as well. And like I was saying, there's themes, concerts sometimes, you know, it's just a whole not even festive, sorry, but a whole vibe basically when cruising.
It's like a year-end function in the beginning.
Exactly.
Now I understand why people go and live in January.
Yes!
It makes sense.
Where's that money coming from?
Yeah, you're going to MSC Musica, you go for your year-end function over there.
Yeah.
Where is this, the music one, in Cape Town or the Durban? Do you guys know?
So they do have variations, right? Because obviously the MSC doesn't want to exclude people whether you're in Durban or Cape Town. It just depends on the package that you basically take at that certain time. But they're a very inclusive company with regards to that. So even the musical ones, it's just a matter of heading to their page and understanding when is the best cruise for you and suited for you rather.
And for your pockets as well.
And for your pockets as well. That's important.
So
yeah.
I don't know. For me, I would obviously choose the Cape Town one. Table Mountain, V&A waterfront.
Oh, those views.
The food, and also just Instagram. Imagine driving past the Table Mountain picture.
Yeah.
Make people jealous. If I was still back then, today as a student, I was into my teachers to make them jealous.
And you also pass like incredible attractions like the Cape of Good Hope.
Yeah, there you go. Robben Island. There you go.
It's educational and at the same time it's like very nice to experience it in person outside of historical books, outside of the subject of history, you know, getting to experience it while also, you know, enjoying yourself.
True.
This year-end function.
Cruise. I love it, you keep going back to that year-end function. It needs to happen eventually.
I need to go there. It needs to be in my bucket list, guys.
Yeah.
I need to go there because wow, it's one of the things that I need to experience.
You know, you also need to go. It's not very spoken about. It's in the Eastern Cape. Obviously, can't forget the Port Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Fantastic place. I found it to be a very windy place. Very windy.
It is, yeah.
But I like it. I like a bit of wind. I like the sound of wind when I sleep.
Same.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I'm.
Wind and rain.
Yeah.
I love it.
Depends. Also, you get that creepy sometimes at night. Yeah, it blows against like some kind of thing, makes like a little whistle. Ooh, whoa, okay. Oh, shit's the wind. Never mind. Sorry. There's a place called Kingston on Seas. Also, kind of has like a little waterway. Beautiful place. It's like mini. I'm not gonna say it, but like for me, I've got like mini Cape Town vibes.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. No waves. It's like water, like pools, like literally like that minor pools, like pools, basically, like a lagoon, basically.
Yes.
It's next to the river and the ocean, basically. Beautiful place, beautiful sunsets, 100%. Instagram for the gram. But other than that, recommend it. And yeah, so just thought I'd give the Eastern Cape a shout out there before we carry on.
Someone says we're missing them.
And also,
But yeah, speaking of the gram, guys, we cannot forget about the Victoria Falls. That is a grammable
moment and experience.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's so grammable, I don't even have words. Yeah, did you know, fun fact, that the Victoria Falls are known locally as Mossi or Tunya.
Mossi or Tunya.
Please don't come for me, guys. I can't pronounce it, but Mossi or Tunya. Mossi or Tunya, it translates to the smoke that thunders because of the mist.
Oh, and probably the impact of the water.
Yes, like
the thunder.
Exactly my point. The largest waterfall in the world. So you can just imagine how loud it is and how wet you get when you go there. Just by looking at it, you get wet.
You have to wear a whole raincoat for that, an umbrella.
You have to, PPA, like no one's business.
Yeah, because I know some of the like what you're talking about, the cruises that do in and around there, right? But at the bottom of the fall.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it gets so wet, like you're saying, there is those PPAs where you have to wear some sort of raincoat.
Yes.
Yeah. Yo,
it gets too wet.
I imagine that experience, dude.
Dude, I would love to experience that.
Oh,
That is
man.
so beautiful, but that is like a bucket list of everyone, I feel, because all these people that go on these tour places, you always find them there. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
it's a beautiful place, and also the waterfall can also be viewed from the Zambian and the Zimbabwean side. So you know,
Yes.
you don't only view it from one side, you can view it
So
from
the
two
only-
sides.
Yeah.
So that's how big it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, honestly.
My goodness, that's amazing. Yeah.
I think it's Zambian, Zimbabwe, and Namibia, if I'm not mistaken.
Namibia.
Yeah, I'm mistaken. Those 3 points.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think I don't know about Namibia, but I know.
Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Don't guys.
Don't quote us on that,
Me
please.
geography. We're not friends. I use a brother. Like he looked at the class. Next, what class are those? Oh, cumulonimbus.
Yeah.
Everything is
Thank you.
cumulonimbus.
I trust him. Considering
That's the famous
I
cloud, I
think
think, when we were growing up learning it in geo.
Cumulus and cumulumba.
Cumulonimbus.
Guys, I just know it's a cloud. I'm like, okay.
some of my brothers on this who look. I don't know. Like there you go. That's what
I can see that. Oh
He'll
my
try. Look.
goodness.
At least he tries. Like, I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not a meteorologist. I don't know clouds. I did geography in like high school. How long has it been now, bro?
But sailing through Africa is just amazing, guys. Yo, it's a good experience.
It is, and I think for me that's why I'll try to bring in Namibia there because I think Namibia deserves a little shout.
Of course, my family's from there.
No, do you know that?
No, I
We didn't ask, but
I was just like, okay.
My 5 cents in the board.
Oh,
Like
man.
Valva's bar.
yes, I was about to say there's a port there. Why was fire? Yes.
Where's that port in?
Namibia.
Namibia. Oh.
That's maybe you do believe they may come from there. Damn.
I'm
Can you?
gonna take you guys there, don't worry.
Please, I'm ready. You need a passport.
Yes.
I've got it.
I have a passport. Do you have a passport?
Do you have a
Let's
passport?
go.
Do you?
You never know. This is TNA, bro.
You should see
need a
what
passport.
Namibia looks like, brah. You know the Namibia that we think in our heads, dry desert.
It's
one?
not, yeah.
Not. That place is stunning, brah. The sky is blue. The water is blue. Like, it's beautiful. The buildings are high. It almost looks like Cape Town. But you know, I can't explain it, guys. Come, let's go.
Yeah, please. I'm ready. That's what I'm telling you. I've got my passport. Let's go.
So that's funny because for me, right, when I do Namibia, it will show desert basically. It shows like the Nim Desert and the Skeleton Beach.
Yes.
I know, like I found that like very. I know we've seen the movie like let's say what's that movie June.
Oh,
Desert
yes,
and the
yes,
waves,
it's got
just that,
that
kind of
vibe.
vibe. Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
That's what I think it looks like. Obviously, Skeleton Beach. I found it very, very beautiful beach.
Yeah.
Obviously, they call it Skeleton Beach because
Yes.
they have like boats, old boats left behind. They look like the skeleton boats. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I like the look. I kind of like the ambient look. I think it's very ominous. Ominous.
Ominous.
Ominous. Thank you. Not Optimus Prime. But yeah, I thought I was gonna mention. I always liked. It also has a little port and obviously beautiful places. But I'll trust your word. We'll go and give Namibia a visit. Maybe TNA travels and TNA plays. You know.
TNA stays.
TNA stays.
Yes, sir.
Should we do it?
Any hotels? I mean, let's see.
Yeah, but basically sailing, around the African continent is just such a great experience that people can travel. And yeah, guys, that was an epic one, honestly. If any of you guys want to learn more about, different travel experiences apart from just sailing around the African continent, make sure to head over to tourismnewsafrica.com on our industry news tab and head over to experiences and attractions. There you will see different articles that the team and I have basically written and shared from other external writers as well about different places where you can travel and explore this beautiful African continent. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, and as well you said, that's basically it. That's a wrap for today on today's TNA, aka Tourism News Africa episode. We hope we inspired you to go and think about your next cruise in the African continent. And yeah, guys, if you do go, tag us. We want to see, we want to show to the world what your adventure is. Inspire.
Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms at Tourism News Africa on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. And make sure to hit that subscription and notification bell so you can stay up to date on all things tourism and travel.
And don't forget to make your passports because we'll be taking you on to our next adventure.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Bye.